So the next part is to insert into the table. That is to insert time, right, into the table. That is the time that the user uploaded. That's the only thing that we are doing here, inserting the time. So we do time.time and then date time.datetime.from timestamp dot from string to time, and then the time that we want. I mean the format of the date that we want. So year, month, and then the day. The same thing, hour, minute, and then seconds. All right, so that's what we are doing. So that's the part. That's why if we go into our database, we have timestamp. Okay, and then we have the year, the month, and then the day, right? And then we have the hour, the minutes, and then the seconds over there, right? So if you don't want that way, I mean, you can just change it. All right, you can feel free to change it. All right. So once I do that, I'm just putting them together, current date and current time. Remember, I've stored current date as this, current time as that. Okay, and I'm storing everything in timestamp. So that's why if you come to the database on the timestamp, you have the current date and current time put together. Okay, like that for us. Okay, so that's basically, and I'm putting underscore in between them. So current date, it will be current date underscore current time. So that's how you see that here. You can see the current date and then underscore is there, and then the time comes. All right, you can also use space if you don't want. You can put a space over there. That's also going to work for you. All right, then here I have the resume writing recommendation. All right, so if you come here, you can see that I have resume tips, right? Resume tips and ideas. So that's the part that we are giving, resume tips and ideas. Okay, that's the part that we are giving. Remember, these skills, these links that I give is also part of these things that I create. Okay, they are here, right? If you come here, you see that I put st.markdown, right? And then here you can see that I've put adding these skills to resume will boost the chances of getting a job. Okay, it's part of all of them. Okay, adding this skills to your resume will boost the chances. Is included in all of them. Okay, so their code is the same thing. So let me just use one to explain it. All right, I think I did not explain that part. So once I do that, I am adding the recommended skills over here, and then I'm doing course and that's called recommender, right? And then I pick the UI UX courses for the person. Now this course recommender is a function that I created above. Okay, you see that I've added the same thing to all of them. So let me show you the function itself. It's this function. Okay, course recommender. So this course recommender is going to have a title, okay, subheader, right? And the subheading is saying courses and certificates recommendation. Okay, and then I'm having some emojis over there. So that's this one, courses and certificates recommendation, with that emoji over there, right? And then here you have the flexibility to select the number of courses that you want. The number of recommended courses that you want. So st.slider, that is what is keeping this slide button over here, which you can slide up and down. Okay, initially I've put it 5. Okay, so from 1 to 10, that's the length. Okay, from 1 all the way to 10, right? And then I've put the initial at 5. Okay, so that's why here it is at 5, but you can slide it to how many that you want. Okay, maybe you just want 2 courses to be recommended to you, so you can just slide it, and then it's just going to rerun it and then recommend only 2 courses for you. Okay, so if you give it a little bit of time to run, you will see that this time it's just going to recommend only 2 courses for you. Okay, now you see that now we have only 2 courses, right? Only 2 courses have been recommended instead of the initial 5. The slider is just going to be there because that's what we have put as default, right? But once you do it this way, it's just going to be recommending only 2 courses for you. All right, so that's basically the part that I'm doing. And then I'm doing random.shuffle course list. Now this course list, I've created it in remember earlier on I told you to create these files. Okay, I told you to create these files where we have course.py, but that course.py, we don't have anything on it. Okay, so far in your case, but I have that one here. Let me show you. All right, let me show you this one here. So this is it. Okay, so I have some courses that I want to recommend. So for instance, data science, I have a list of courses. Okay, machine learning crash course by Google, right? And then the respective links is there. Okay, the respective link is there. Then I have machine learning by Andrew NG, right? And so on and so forth. I have 10 recommended courses. I have 10. I just chose them randomly. Okay. If you go to web course, I have 10 of them, right, with their respective links. So you can just change anything that you want over here, right? Android courses, I have it over here. Okay. So here, the way that I'm linking this this other file to the one that we are working with, right, is because it's here, right? Let me show you up here. It's here. So I do this, right, from courses, right, from courses. That's the file name. Okay, that's the name of the file. Remember, that's how we have named it, courses.py. Okay, right. So make sure they are all in the same folder before you can do that. Okay, make sure that they are all, the courses and the app.py, they're all in the same folder. Okay, so that you can do this from courses, import DS course. Okay, so I'm importing everything here, right? Import DS course, web course, Android course, iOS course, UI UX course, resume videos, and the interview videos. Okay, so I have all of them here. Okay, DS course, web course, Android course, iOS course, UI UX course, resume videos, interview videos. So that's why I'm doing it. Why? That's why let me push this one down. That's what I'm doing over here in order to get them. Okay, so that's basically what I add at the end of each of these things. So if it is DS, if it is data science, I pick the respective courses. If it is web development, I pick it. If it is Android, I pick it. If it is iOS, I pick it. If it's UI UX, I pick it. Okay, and the courses, I pick them randomly, right? I pick them randomly. If you go and see the function that I created, which is the course underscore recommender, right? If you go and see them up here, where is it here, right? You can see that here I'm using random.shuffle, right, and then the course list. So I pick them randomly. So if you upload the resume right now, the courses that are going to be picked is going to be different from the courses that if you upload it again, it's going to be picked. Okay, because I pick them randomly. All right, but if you don't want it that way, you can just comment that part out. Okay, you can comment this part out so that it will not pick them randomly. All right, let's go to the part that we were. Okay, so we are done with these course things, and then we say that here we are creating the date and the time, and then we talked about that. So the resume writing recommendation, right, I showed you this part as well, right, which is this part, resume tips and ideas, right? So that's the part that you will see over here, right? So here, if objective in resume test, remember resume test, this resume test contains all the data that we have on the resume, right? Remember, that's what we loaded all the way above, right? If we go to see where can we find it, resume test, resume test, resume test, resume test, resume test. Let's see. Down here or up here, you see the resume test. It contains everything on the resume. Okay, contains all the resume data. All right, so let's go all the way down here. Okay, so once we have all the data, right, we are going to say that if we have objective in that, okay, that is if we look into that data and we find objective column, okay, then we're going to output the resume score. Okay, the resume score is there. Okay, the resume score is there, right? We're going to output that, and then I'm doing st.markdown, and I'm giving awesome, you have added objective. That is if it finds objective in your resume. Okay, so some people create their, you see that this one is having objective over. So once we find objective there, then it's supposed to show awesome, you've added objective. You see that is there, awesome, you've added objective. But if objective wasn't there, then it's going to now give this one, the else part. Okay, it's going to say that please add your career objective. It will give your career intention to the recruiters. Okay, that's what it's going to add. And the color that I'm giving, right, the normal color is going to be black, but if it is there, it's going to be green. Okay, you can change it if you want. Okay, so the green color is this one, this code, right? If you go to HTML, I mean, you can just get the code over here and come and paste it. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing for all of the things that I've given over here. Okay, for all these things, for all these words that I've given over here, right? That's what I am creating, right? For instance, if we find declaration, then I'm going to say that, okay, awesome, you've added declaration. But if I don't find it, then I'm going to output this one, right? That's the else part. Okay, I'm going to output that, please add declaration. So this one, you see that I did not find declaration in the person's resume. Okay, if you go and see the person's resume, okay, here we don't find any declaration in that, so it's going to show this part. So that's why down here is showing please add that. Okay, and then next one is what hobbies. Okay, hobbies or interests. Right, if we find that, then we're going to output awesome you've added hobbies. But if we don't find, we're going to output please add hobbies. Right, okay, so that this one added hobbies, so that's why you see awesome you've added hobbies. Right, so each of the resumes that you're going to upload is going to have different things over there. So I'm checking for projects, achievements, hobbies, declaration, objectives, so you can keep on adding. Right, you can keep on adding. Then finally I'm giving the resume score. Okay, so that's this part that you see, resume score. Right, and I'm putting this one progress bar over there. Okay, starting from 0, then it will keep on incrementing. Okay, the color that I'm giving for that is this part over here. Okay, so you can just change it to whatever that you want. Right, and that's basically what is it. Right, it will keep on incrementing like that. Right, and as I said, I'm using progress bar. Right, and then finally I will show this your resume writing score is this one. So that's the part, your resume writing score is this. Then I pass in the score. Okay, whatever score that I've gotten. Right, initially 0, then it's just going to keep on incrementing like that. Okay, so the final score is going to be printed out. Okay, and then note this score is calculated based on the content that you have in your resume. Okay, that part I'm using st.1 to create, and that is the part, this part. Okay, this score is calculated based on the content that you have in your resume. Once this part is done, you're going to see those balloons that earlier on you were seeing, st.balloons. If you don't want, you can comment them out. Okay, and then here I'm using the function insert_data to insert whatever data that the user has uploaded so far into the database. Okay, so here I'm going to insert the person's name, the person's email address, their resume score, their timestamp, right, their number of pages, their record field, their candidate level, whether they are beginner, fresher, intermediate or skilled. Right, so that's basically their skills, the recommended course that I have for them, the recommended skills, and so on. Okay, so I'm inserting all these things using this function insert_data. Remember, we created that one way in the beginning. Okay, way in the beginning. Where is it? Okay, this one. Okay, that's what we created over here. Right, way in the beginning. So that's what I am calling down here. All right, that's what I'm calling. Let's go. That's what I'm calling down here. Once that is done, then I'm going to now bring the resume writing videos. Okay, that's these videos that you are seeing. Okay, that's the part that I'm bringing. Okay, so st.header, and the header is going to be bonus video for resume writing tips. Right, that's what you see. Okay, bonus video for resume writing tips. Right, so you can just change it to whatever that you want. And then here, random.choice resume video. Right, then I'm going to choose a resume video. Remember, as I told you, here we have resume video over there. Okay, resume videos in there. So I've already imported all that, so I just select it, and that's it, resume videos. Right, and then fetch, I use this fetch_yt_video, right, which is another function over here, which is going to fetch all the YouTube for us. Okay, it's going to fetch the YouTube links and then display the respective YouTube for us. Okay, that's we are using the PyFi to actually do that. Okay, to read or convert those videos, those links into videos. Okay, fetch them directly from YouTube, and then we also show their title. Okay, so that's why if you come here, the video is there and their title is there. Right, how to write a resume, blah blah blah. Their title is there, and then the resume is, the video is also there. Okay, you can just click and then you can play it right inside here. Okay,
you are going to have to submit a powerful resume.
Okay, so that's basically that part. All right, that's basically that part that we are doing. Let's see where the bonus video. Okay, this is it. This is the part where we have the bonus video. Okay, so that's it for us. We get the title, and then we also add the interview, right, the interview video. So the code is just the same thing. First we fetch the resume video, but this one we fetch the interview video. Okay, so that's it. And then we use the fetch underscore YT to get a video, the same way we use the fetch underscore ID to get the interview videos. Okay, because here we also have interview videos that I've created. Okay, these ones I copied them from YouTube. Okay, so if you go to YouTube, right, just go to YouTube over there. All right, and then okay, so here you can just search for, say, resume writing tips. Okay, resume writing tips. Okay, now once it comes like that, you can just click on one of them, right? And then okay, here you can make the ad go first. Now once you, okay, once you have the video, you can just right click, copy the link, right? And then you can go to your code, right? So if they say resume interview tips, okay, so resume, the interview videos, right? You can just replace them if you want. Okay, replace them over here, right? If you want. That's it. That's what you do. That's how you do it. Okay, so that's how you do it. So let me just close it. You can do it for all of them. So for resume videos, you can also do the same thing, right? For the courses too, the same thing. All right, so that's basically how I am creating these things. Okay, now once that part is done, that's it for this page. Okay, that's the last part. So the next part that you're going to do is the else part, which is the admin part. Okay, you're going to do the admin part. All right.